This is Marwah Zahaf speaking from Libya about non-human, animal, clone production to face climate changes and hunger that the world is facing now. There are sets of rules we need to understand, which is first, climate adaptive changes is interpreted in animal world as an alteration of animal species genes, whether psychosocially or survival skills wise. Thus, all animals are considered clones genetically through generations, as well as their psychosocial well-being. Our role to face the present climate changes when it comes to animal species is similar to our prophets' roles in the past, and thus, to our knowledge, all procedures that has been applied on human clones, and that is safe and that is less stress, less pain, and carried out in ethical manners, are applied on animals as well, and there should be ethical manners in dealing with their owners too. The first rule is creation of life. That is what our prophet did. And thus, conservation of existing rare species and exotic species is okay, legally and ethically. There is also creation of a new species, as long as they are non-human, is okay, legally and ethically. And so it would be left to the scientists to categorize those new species that scientists create to fit the animal kingdom species. That is already categorized. The rule number 2 is returning dead into life. So we know that Jesus has returned dead into life, and thus it's okay to bring extinct species that is were found in the ancient and around ancient places. It's okay to return them into life. It's okay for us, if we do have loved animals, to duplicate those animals as identical. It's okay, legally and ethically, as long as they are non-human and they are not considered a threat to human society. Then there is animal clones used for settlement, that is used in providing food to hangers, as well as its use in domestic life. It's okay, legally and ethically. We know our prophets' miracles were an increased production of animals, increase their breed size in order to provide food, as well as increase their milk production, was okay, and thus for us it's okay to do. So increase breed production through increased fecundity or artificial insemination is legally and ethically okay. Enhance the animal breed to survive, and thus they will be able to reproduce is okay. Among the survival skills, that is to face the changing environment, is making alteration in their genes to be able to confine to small size manufacturers and farms, alteration their genes in order to make them bulky, and so that is part of increased meat production is okay. Increase their milk production is okay through alteration of their genes, as well as adding nutritious genes into their genes is okay for nutrition. For more nutritious meat and milk production. Then there is another alteration of genes, which is making the animals less stressed by having them confined into their manufacturers and their and the slaughterhouses. Is okay legally and ethically. There is no need, thus, to label food products as coming from cloned animals, but rather there is a need to track their sources. In a sense, we can track their manufacturers for safety and for their compliance with the process production and for their kind of monitoring they're using. Then use of animals in healing. We know that Prophet Jesus has healed many ailments as other prophets did, and that is making use of animals in medicine is okay. For example, vaccines and producing medicines and producing medical devices. They are all permissible legally and ethically as long as we are dealing with their preservation in their end of life in ethical and safe way. There is also enhanced animal clone genes for domestic use like transportation, sports, etc. Is okay legally and ethically as long as they are non-human, as we said, and as long as safety and ethical deals with animals are applied. One thing that they might change cat into lions and lions to cat, those are all okay legally and ethically, as long as I said, there is ethical manners in dealing with animals, and as long as those are not considered a threat to human society. Thank you very much, and in that sense, please do not be scared from using food products from cloned animal source. These are tested and their procedure are monitored. Thank you for everybody who has shared in this process, and this is a gift for us to be thankful for, and you have a wonderful day.